Okay, so I've sanded the car, and I bathed her, though you wouldn't think so. I'm going to rub her down with mineral spirits. It'll take off the excess. We'll have to see, like here, you can see, we're going to have to see if this part is going to streak when I paint the primer. As you know, the parts that I'm painting today, aside from the hood, were parts that actually were not too bad off, and the only reason I'm painting them is so that they match the rest of the car. Right now, it was okay to sand, but right now, it's just a little too moist out. You know, it's still pretty early in the morning. I did bathe her, but it's still like, well, it's starting to dry up, but it's still a little moist out, so it's not really a good time to paint just yet. I don't know if you can tell, the grass is still a little wet, so it's still got the morning dew on it. I don't doubt it's going to dry up pretty soon. It's getting, you know, we just need that Mr. Sun to get a little bit more overhead and get a little warmer, and it'll start drying up, as you can see here. But right now it's just a little too moist. Yeah, you can actually really see the difference. It's, you know, this part's already dry, but I have to still tape, so, and the parts that I would be taping would be moist. So I have to let Mr. Sun dry everything out, which will happen maybe in another hour or two, and then we'll be ready to start painting, you know, preparing her and getting her painted. This is Selena, fully primed. Well, as primed as you know, there are parts of her that are not primed, but it's because I'm not intending on doing them in the first. Like, I didn't do a front bumper. I was a little worried about this area here of getting, I didn't do any area that I was worried about accidentally getting paint somewhere maybe I shouldn't get it. So, she's a little dirty in some areas, like right there, that's just dirt from the earlier sanding. But this is the door that I did today. And all in all, I think they did very well. I put 3 layers on the sides. I only put 2 layers on the hood because the hood actually already had, you know, was already primed. Admittedly, the hood got a little streaked, and I forgot that I used to go totally across, and I wound up just doing it in the middle, you know, dividing it in 2, and I've given her a little bit of a hairline. But still, you know, I don't think it looks that bad. The hood is actually very hard to do. It's funny, you would think, because it's kind of a flat surface, so you would think it would be pretty easy, but it isn't. And this is the other side. And that's dirt, of course. So, the next part will be painting her. But I might be waiting a while before I do that. Well, I mean, not a long time, but, you know, I have to, but, well, frankly, actually, I don't know. I might start as early as next week. It depends. But for the meantime, the primer does a very good job in protecting her and making her very beautiful. And people really admire her. And the gunmetal gray, I mean, I don't know. I mean, she was a black car originally, but the gunmetal gray, I have to admit, is kind of nice too. I don't know if they have the color in black and regular paint. But, so we are done with the priming. And I have to admit, dividing the car up into 3s does make it easier, as far as papering. Though it can be a lot harder as far as, I mean, because you have a lot more to do, so in that way it might be tiring. But I think I prefer that, the tiring of actually painting, than the tiring that it comes with papering. So so this is the priming is done, so then it's going to be going on to painting. Actually, put it the other way if you can, because it's going to wind up, you know, sideways with me.
Okay, it's on now.
Okay, I just wanted to show what I look like after doing the car. I look like I went into battle, don't I? Okay, that'll be it.